Hello class, my name is Nelis Torres, but you can refer to me as Nala. And today for assignment 5, I'll be talking about standardized tests. So in the chapter I learned about a couple of standardized tests, such as achievement tests, which are used to measure the extent to which a person has acquired information and mastered a skill. There's also aptitude tests, which measures the potential to learn, or the development or proficiency in some area of a subject or so. And there are also intelligence tests, which are the ability for a student to have learning potential. So as I read about these testing, I couldn't help the thought but to think back to when I was a child and I had to take some of these tests growing up. One that really came to my mind the most is the achievement test, because I feel like that's a test that most teachers use a lot in order to test a student on a scale that was taught in the lesson, or to see how well the student has a grasp of information that they were taught. Moving on to further in the reading about infants and preschoolers being tested. Before I had the idea that preschoolers and infants were actually being tested in the way of achievement testing, so I was glad to be proven wrong by the way that these students are actually tested in the way of screening. So this is where professionals and teachers take upon a student to see if they have a developmental issue occurring. So screening is used to find out developmental issues that students might be experiencing, which this is a very helpful tool for educators, because this allows educators to know how they can help the student directly and actually help the student decrease that issue so they can move on smoothly through their school years. Because if a student is experiencing that issue at such a young age and it's not looked over and it's not being helped, they're gonna keep having that issue as they grow up, and it's not gonna get any better if they're not helped or if they're not made aware of that issue. So educators with screening and diagnostic testing can actually help these students at a very young age. Though when it comes to reliability and validity of these testing, I wonder how valid they could be, since they are being tested on little young children, and there could be a lot of factors to why they could have a developmental issue. It could be because of their culture or their background or what they experience at home, and a lot of other factors. So I wonder how valid and reliable these tests could be. With the fact that some of these tests cannot be as reliable and as valid, how do you know as a teacher what tests are actually going to be valid and reliable for you to use in your class? How can you find these results to know that your testing is valid and reliable?